afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Monday. Hope you all had a good weekend. A little chilly out there, but
yeah,
nice.
Not bad.
We'll get to the weather in just a bit, but first this.
I've called Waukesha home for 8+ years now, and I love this community so much, and I just can't believe that somebody would do this to us. I don't know why somebody would do this to us.
No clear answers to that question, but we are learning much more today about both the person police say is responsible and the people killed and injured last night in Waukesha.
And closing arguments are underway in the trial of 3 Georgia men accused of murdering an unarmed black man as he was running through their neighborhood. We will have the latest from the courthouse.
But first, we've learned a lot in just the past few hours out of Waukesha about the victims and the person police think caused all the panic and destruction. Police plan to recommend 5 charges of first-degree intentional homicide against 39-year-old Darrell Brooks, and more could come as the investigation continues.
Our Naomi Coles is in Waukesha tonight and tracking this story for us today. Naomi, what's the latest?
Here's what we know about Brooks. Police are calling him the suspected driver at this time, and they believe he acted alone. They say there is no evidence here that this was a planned terrorist event. They do believe that Brooks had just left a domestic violence incident right before he drove through the parade, and court records actually show this isn't the first time that he's accused of domestic violence, or for that matter, of running a person over. Court records show he was out on a $1,000 bail for another case where he's accused of running a woman over in a domestic violence incident, but police don't know how much about what he did just left before driving through barricades and past police last night.
We weren't able even to respond to that domestic call before it actually, so we couldn't even investigate it. So was there initial complaint of a knife being involved? Yes. Do we know if there actually was one there? We don't know, because we didn't even make it there.
There's still a lot that police have not said about how or why Brooks entered the parade route, but police say he barreled over the barricades and around officers who were trying to stop him when he turned here onto Main Street. At 6 o'clock, I'll be getting deeper into his criminal record and why the Milwaukee County District Attorney is now launching an internal investigation to find out why the bail was set so low.
Naomi, we'll see you at 6. Thank you. Meanwhile, hospital officials with Children's Wisconsin had a call with reporters today. They tell us they've treated a total of 18 children so far, and 10 remain in the ICU at this hour. 6 of those children are critically injured and 3 in serious condition. We also learned there are 3 sets of siblings hospitalized. They're all between the ages of 3 and 16.
The injuries from Sunday night will go well beyond the physical and will take time to heal. We all must continue to lean on each other and to encourage those impacted to reach out and use the resources that are available to them.
Injuries to the children range from facial abrasions to broken bones and serious head injuries. Doctors say at least 2 children have been discharged from the hospital so far, and more could be discharged after further determinations are made today.
Today we learned the names of the 5 victims who were killed during yesterday's tragic events in Waukesha. The names are Tamara Durand, Jane Kulik, Leanna Owen, Virginia Sorensen, and William Hospital.
A vigil to honor the victims in Waukesha starts in less than an hour this evening.
Anyone who wants to grieve or show support is welcome at Cutler Park. Our Brad Hamilton is there this evening. Brad?
Susan and Mark, yes, in just about an hour, people in this community will be able to come together as one right behind me here. As you can see, crews are still setting up as we speak. And since we've gotten to this community, the sense that we've talked with plenty of folks around here is just one of a shock and sadness, as people are really just trying to come to grips with what happened last night. Now, again, last night was supposed to be a parade of celebration, and it turned into tragedy. We got a chance to speak with Jack Sherman, who was at the parade with his family last night. Unfortunately, he saw this SUV as it barreled through the crowd and shared his perspective on what was an unthinkable tragedy.
It's really horrifying and hard to make sense of. I saw somebody go over the roof of that car, and just there were people on the ground everywhere in front of us, and people were putting blankets on other people to keep them warm and keep them safe.
Again, right now we know 5 people have died and 48 are injured due to this incident. And the city of Waukesha has set up a fund so people can go donate to the families that have been impacted by this seemingly senseless act of violence. Reporting in Waukesha tonight, Brad Hamilton, News 3 Now.
All right, Brad, thank you. Tragic indeed. Let's take a look outside on this Monday. Sun was out. That helps a little bit on a day when people are feeling so bad. Another quick warm-up, though. Dana's in the backyard. I bet it's short-lived.
It is. It is a brief little warm-up for us. Right now, it's still chilly outside. A little more cloud coverage for us this evening. That's going to lead to, as always, a nice sunset when we have a little more cloud coverage in the sky. Temperatures below freezing right now with quite a breeze coming through today. Generally in the mid to low teens coming in from the northwest, so that cooler air filtering in for our Monday. Now, that shift in wind direction is really going to lead to a warm-up as we look ahead to the next few days. 34 currently in Janesville, 32 right now in Platteville. As we see that breeze come from the southwest tomorrow, temperatures will climb up quite a bit more. 45 the high for tomorrow, mostly sunny skies. Another breezy afternoon, though, and it's still going to stay windy outside as we look ahead to Wednesday. Dry conditions over the next few days, but a little breezy outside for us. As far as traffic conditions go right now, no delays along the Beltline. Downtown Madison actually looks pretty smooth for us for this time of day. And for the interstate through Dane County and Rock County, we aren't seeing any delays north or southbound for us this evening. No accidents to report either, which is, of course, always good news. From the Beltline to Janesville, 24 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and the drive to downtown to Sun Prairie at a smooth 18 minutes for us. We'll take a closer look at your full 10-day and what's ahead for Thanksgiving in just a few.
All right, we'll see you then, Dana. Thank you. Today, President Biden continued a tradition of reappointing the chair of the Federal Reserve, regardless of party affiliation.
If confirmed by the Senate, Jerome Powell would stay on for a second term. A new CBS News poll turned up low numbers and bad political news for President Biden. More than 2/3 of Americans, 67%, now disapprove of how the president is handling inflation. President Biden, though, expressed confidence in positive indicators like falling jobless claims and rising retail sales, but admitted there are challenges.
We know it's tough for families to keep up with the rising cost of gasoline, food, housing, and other essentials.
Powell said he will use our tools to prevent higher inflation despite massive supply chain disruptions and the lingering pandemic.
Closing arguments are underway in the trial of 3 Georgia men accused of murdering an unarmed black man as he was running through their neighborhood in February of 2020. Jurors heard 2 very different accounts as to why 3 white men charged with murder of Ahmaud Arbery chased the 25-year-old through their neighborhood, ending with Arbery's death.
Made their decision to attack Ahmaud Arbery in their driveways because he was a black man running down the street.
If this was a case about wanting to murder a black jogger, if this was really a case about that, Travis would not have reacted the way he reacted.
65-year-old Gregory McMichael, his 35-year-old son Travis, and 52-year-old William Roddy Bryan have all pleaded not guilty to charges of murder, aggravated assault, and false imprisonment. Travis McMichael was the only defendant to take the stand.
Drivers using East Washington Avenue and Stoughton Road, the intersection there, should plan an alternate route tomorrow because there will be lane and turn restrictions in both directions on the 2 roads as crews complete repairs. Work is expected to last from 9 a.m. to noon, and drivers should plan to allow extra time for backups.
Madison police officers helped provide more than 100 families with the food needed to prepare a Thanksgiving Day meal. Those officers and Metcalf's employees shop for turkeys and other holiday favorites before dropping off bags of groceries to families in need throughout the city.
I think it's really important to help those families in need. We're officers who help people no matter what situation they're in. So not even when there's a crisis dealing with, other things in life, but also there's a crisis to feed their family, make them feel like the holiday season is something that they should be able to celebrate no matter what position they're in life.
This is the second year that the department has teamed up with Metcalf's to help everybody out. Well, still to come at 4, film critic Will Loper checks in.
We'll get the weekend box office numbers and Will's advice about what to watch. That's coming up when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4. Tense Golfland now offers 2 indoor golf and multi-sport simulator suites. Play over 100 championship golf courses with unmatched golf swing data and visualization. Or play other sports and games using real sports equipment. The Tense Golfland simulator suites provides a fun indoor entertainment experience.
I tried a laxative that's both gentle and fast.
Great tasting Dalgalac Soft Chews works naturally with the water in your body in as little as 30 minutes. Puts you comfortably in control. Dalgalac Soft Chews.
This Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. America's best-selling trucks are here and capable SUVs are rolling out. Get great offers on the Ford that's right for you, like Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV, and Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 44 years straight. So this Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. Now, get a 2021 Escape, Edge, or EcoSport with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,000 retail bonus cash.
Welcome to the lifestyles of the smart and savvy. Today, the Coopers are a cost-conscious couple. But back in the day, not so much. Now, saving is more their style, which is why they chose Consumer Cellular. They get the same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Imagine talk, text, and data starting at $20 a month. And award-winning customer service. Switch to Consumer Cellular today and get $100.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet, commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
What makes Salonpas Arthritis Gel so good for arthritis pain? Salonpas contains the most prescribed topical pain relief ingredient. It's clinically proven, reduces inflammation, and comes in original prescription strength. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Tense Golfland now offers the new Top Tracer mobile system. Track your shots from grass and mat tee areas for free from your cell phone. Record your golf swing with stats provided. Play games like Capture the Flag. Have golf range entertainment fun with Top Tracer at Tense Golfland.
Welcome back. We're learning more about the impeachment investigation into former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. The State Assembly Judiciary Committee released its findings from the investigation today. The investigation found that Cuomo sexually harassed at least a dozen women, was not fully transparent about a number of nursing home residents who died as a result of COVID-19, and used taxpayers' resources to help write and promote his 2020 book on leadership during early weeks of the pandemic. The Austrian region of Salzburg is registering a marked increase in vaccinations after the region went into a total lockdown because of high coronavirus infection rates. As of midnight tonight, the whole nation is in a lockdown. Last week, more than 40,000 vaccinations were recorded in the region, which is a new record. The aim is to bring the vaccination rate to 80 to 85% and give as many booster shots as possible.
Home sales managed to inch higher last month despite rising prices and dwindling inventory. According to the National Association of Realtors, sales of existing homes rose 0.8% from September to October. Prices have been steadily rising for more than 9.5 years. In October, homes were selling at a median price of about $354,000.
It was a mixed day on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials gained 17 points, closing at 35,619. The NASDAQ gave up 202 points, and the S&P 500 lost 15. Well, the relatively warm weekend sure didn't drive anybody to escape the cold in the comfort of a warm movie theater in southern Wisconsin.
Let's see how the box office did on the weekend before Turkey Day with our resident movie expert, Will Loper. Here's the Loper Report.
Hey, American Susan. Ghosts and ticket sales were busted this weekend in Ghostbusters Afterlife. as it surpassed expectations at the box office, earning $44 million.
What is that? I don't know.
The movie comes from Jason Reitman, son of Ivan Reitman, the director of the first 2 Ghostbusters films.
There hasn't been a ghost sighting in 30 years. New York in the 80s, it's like The Walking Dead. Your dad never mentioned this to you?
It's just my mom.
Afterlife follows several kids who may or may not be related to the original Ghostbusters in a film that exists almost entirely as fan service, rooted more in references and nostalgia than justifying its own existence. A film that is worth seeing, however, is King Richard, playing in theaters and streaming at home on HBO Max.
Tennis takes expert instruction. It takes families with unlimited financial resources. It's like asking somebody to believe that you got the next 2 Mozarts in your house.
Will Smith takes on the role of Richard Williams, father to Venus and Serena, planning their lives and success.
I wrote me a 78-page plan for their whole career before they was even born.
Yeah, baby, yeah! The film is inspirational from start to finish and doesn't shy away from the messier parts of the father-daughter relationship. King Richard is absolutely worth seeing. Just make sure you pack some tissues.
You are a champion, and the whole world knows it.
She's playing the best player on the planet. She can't beat her.
But what if she do?
Over on streaming services, new on Disney Plus Wednesday is the series Hawkeye.
Some people have actually called me the world's greatest archer.
Are you one of those people?
Jeremy Renner teams up with Haley Steinfeld and shoots a few arrows at bad guys.
Things have gotten more complicated.
And new on Thursday on Disney Plus is Peter Jackson's 3-part documentary, The Beatles Get Back.
The best bit of us, it always has been and always will be, is when we're backs against the wall.
All we've got is us. What do you think?
Those who can't get enough princess switching can check out the Princess Switch 3 on Netflix.
The Star of Peace is gone. This can't be happening.
Vanessa Hudgens and Vanessa Hudgens team up with Vanessa Hudgens to find a stolen Christmas relic.
Stacy?
Yeah.
And that's Margaret.
Mm-hmm.
And for the opposite of Christmas cheer, check out 'Twas the Fight Before Christmas on Apple TV+.
I am the only American, probably the only person in the world, who has been banned by a federal court from decorating for Christmas.
Neighbors inform a man his Christmas decorations violate the neighborhood rules.
These neighbors threw a rock, the threat of a lawsuit.
It was always his way or no way.
Nobody is gonna stop me.
It's this constant loop of crazy.
A 35-person choir, the camel.
I'm lucky if I get one string of lights up.
You could always subpoena the camel.
For Live at 4, I'm Will Loper.
We'll be appealing to the Supreme Court.
Now that's nuts.
That looks funny.
Looks like my house.
I was going to say, you should take notes.
Yes, I should.
That King Richard looks very, very good.
It does look very good.
Thank you, Will. There's more at 4. The toll of the California wildfires continues to add up.
Hard-hit areas, very hard-hit, are some of the state's majestic sequoia trees. They fell victim to the flames. We'll have more on that coming up after Dana's First Warn forecast.
A brand new segment for Buzzed into Madison. It's called Midwest Money Minute. We're joined with Matt Coupland of Midwest Financial Group, and we're here at the home of the Madison Mallards, which is so fitting because it really ties into everything you're going to say. So you are the CEO of Midwest Financial Group. How did all of this start for you?
Yeah, so I'm a second generation
owner and runner of the firm right now. I started actually not in finance. My background was sports business. Right out of school, I worked for the Milwaukee Brewers, but after a season there, I needed to move back home. My mom had been sick with cancer, and it was during that period of time where she brought me into her financial planning, and I met with her advisor, and we did a lot of work together so that I could understand that. She passed away ultimately, and in doing so left me needing to carry that on for her. And it's at that point where I realized that it was so important to plan for your future, not just for you, but for your loved ones, like my sisters and I.
Thanks for sharing that story. It's almost like this industry found you. And I do want to tie in our location, because financial planning and the game of baseball really somewhat go hand in hand.
Yeah, I think, if you're playing sports, if it's baseball or anything else, having a good coach, having a good manager is essential. We're going to put together a game plan. We're going to go out there and try to put our players and our team in the best position that they can to succeed. You don't know how the game's going to play out, so you have to be a little bit malleable with that. But I think if you start with a plan in mind, your chances of success, both on the baseball field or in your finances, are much higher.
Absolutely. We're going to hear much more from Matt and his team at Midwest Financial Group, but we're out of time for this segment. Thank you so much. I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison.
It's time to find your next Chevy truck and forge ahead. Take on new challenges and take it to the next level. It's the perfect time to do more in your next Chevy. Find new possibilities, find new roads. Very well qualified buyers can get 2.49% financing and $1,000 cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash on most Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Well, take a look at this. A Toyota Land Cruiser is turning heads in Dubai. It's a model made up of 440,000 Lego bricks. A team of 12 people worked for 2,700 hours to create the Lego copy of the new Land Cruiser. The model weighs 4,500 pounds, intended to boost Toyota's brand engagement. The car will tour the country for a year and is said to be the largest, well, one of the largest Lego models ever made.
Yeah, it's incredible what they can do with Legos.
Look at
it
that.
really is. Yeah.
And it weighs probably almost as much as the real car.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
That's pretty cool. I was more of a Lincoln Logs kind of kid, though, then, instead of playing with Legos.
How's your Rector set?
What?
Oh, my God.
You don't know what that is?
It's metal. It's like... Well, look it up.
We don't have enough time in
We
this
don't.
show.
Okay. I'll Google that later. We'll
Here,
Google that later.
Let me find a picture for you.
Okay, thank you. Educate me again. It's really stuck with more like the Lincoln Logs with building and probably mostly just weather toys for us. We're expecting a pretty comfortable trend for Tuesday and
look
Wednesday.
at that shot. Wow.
A beautiful sunset right now. A nice glow right on the Capitol building. We'll take a look at this shot yet again. A few other angles of the sunset right after the break.
Since 1921, Dane County Humane Society has served the community as your local nonprofit animal shelter. You can be a part of our legacy of compassion when you adopt, donate, or volunteer. Learn how at giveshelter.org.
Hello, I'm Roman Ryan of Ryan Funeral Homes. As a locally owned and operated funeral home, it's important to know that not all funeral homes are the same. Some other Madison area funeral homes are actually owned by corporations based outside of the United States. A corporately owned funeral home is focused on the bottom line, making services more costly. We have served local families for more than 80 years, and our priority is investing in the community and your family. In your time of need, Ryan Funeral Homes are here for you.
This Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. America's best-selling trucks are here and capable SUVs are rolling out. Get great offers on the Ford that's right for you, like Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV, and Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 44 years straight. So this Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months, plus $500 bonus cash on Ford F-150. See your local Ford dealer today.
I was a Navy submariner for over 20 years. I spent a large portion of my life underwater. Service is about putting your country before yourself. But Senator Ron Johnson uses his office to serve himself. Ron Johnson passed a special tax break that benefited his family's business, then cashed out of the company for $5 million. Ron Johnson has doubled his wealth since he's been elected. That's not what service is about. Tell Ron Johnson to stop voting for tax laws that benefit himself.
Since 1921, Dane County Humane Society has served the community as your local nonprofit animal shelter. You can be a part of our legacy of compassion when you adopt, donate, or volunteer. Learn how at giveshelter.org.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
All right, friends, I need everyone to know that one of our engineers and our production crew all busted in to explain to me what these older toys were. And Mark is currently taking a trip down memory lane, so this is something that's just going to continue to spiral at this point. Out of control. It's derailed in the studio for us right now. I was kicked outside a lot to play when I was younger, so that probably explains why I was a little more in tune to the forecast and what was happening in the sky. Speaking of the sky right now, as we look over Platteville with our Queen Bee Radio Sky Cam, a really nice sunset for us, some really nice color coming through with a little bit of cloud coverage for us over Platteville right now. A pretty similar story as we look over Madison with our News 3 Sky Cam. Again, a little bit of cloud coverage, a really nice orange glow along the horizon. It was cold today, but certainly nothing on the ground accumulating for us as we look ahead to Thanksgiving week. I think a lot of folks working this afternoon and maybe even tomorrow before we start to get into travel mode and get ready for the stretch of the holiday. Milder temperatures expected for us for Tuesday and for Wednesday. Our temperature trend pulls up over the next few days, quite a bit above average actually heading into Wednesday afternoon. Our wind speeds will also pick back up. It's a bit breezy outside right now, but we start to trend closer to the windy conditions for Tuesday and certainly climbing there on Wednesday, with wind gusts climbing back up into the 30s for the middle of the week. So it does get quite a bit breezier outside over the next few days. And it's also going to stay very dry. That continues all the way through the weekend and through most of next week. We might see a few small flurry chances, but nothing that's going to lead to any accumulation. A lot of good news, though, for anyone trying to travel and, of course, those still needing to get up our Christmas lights. I fall into that category. I'll wait till after Thanksgiving. I know Susan already has her lights up and ready to go. Temperatures as we look ahead to Tuesday morning, trending below freezing in the upper teens for most of our area, close to 20 degrees. And the afternoon, though, for Tuesday will be in the mid to low 40s, so a pretty seasonable afternoon. Notice our breeze now coming in from the south. That's how it's going to stay for Wednesday, so we'll have a warmer trend for the middle of the week with overnight lows Wednesday morning only dropping to the upper 30s. A pretty mild start to the day on Wednesday. Afternoon high temperatures will land in the low 50s for Wednesday. Notice how our breeze is converging here. This is a cold front swinging through late Wednesday, and that will cool us down as we look ahead to Thanksgiving Day, Thursday. Dry conditions really anchoring in our 6 to 10 day and our 8 to 14 day outlook through most of the country. That is good news to see a below average drier trend. Again, a lot of travel expected over the next week and a half or so. So we'd like like for Mother Nature not to impact things, keep things pretty dry and overall quiet in the forecast. Tomorrow, skies will be mostly sunny. It is going to become breezy outside, though. Wind speeds about 10 to 20 miles per hour with milder temperatures in the middle 40s. This time of year, afternoon highs usually trend in the low 40s, so we are going to be just a little bit above average for Tuesday. Quite a bit above average, though, on Wednesday. We hop up to the low 50s for us for Wednesday afternoon. It's going to be windy outside for Wednesday and for Thursday. Thursday, of course, Thanksgiving Day. Even though it's breezy, it's also dry and not too bad temperature-wise in the low 30s, so you can certainly spend some time outside in between rounds of food. Heading into the weekend, we're back up close to 40 degrees for Saturday and Sunday. Still dry through the weekend into the start of next week, and we'll continue to see temperatures trending close to 40 in the low 40s as we look ahead through all of next week. Not expecting to see any moisture building in, possibly a few areas north of Dane County as we look ahead to next week, maybe seeing some flurries, but I wouldn't even keep our fingers crossed on that one, guys. We're in a dry stretch for the end of the month, the start of December.
And then, yeah, it's December already next week.
Yeah, that's right.
Right around the corner for us. I did tell everyone, Mark, that
I heard you.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were listening.
And you were Easy Bake Oven, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
But you lost it.
How?
In the move.
Yes, moving.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
A truck went off the road into the mountains.
Yeah. Oh, there's not enough time for that story.
We got plenty of time.
We have time to kill. I was told to talk.
All right, Dana, thank you. We had an Easy Bake Oven, too.
Yeah, did you? And the erector sets are still for sale, you said. He looked them up on Amazon.
Our chief photographer is going to bring his in tomorrow.
Dana, just, okay. Okay, Dana, get ready.
Stay tuned for that, folks.
Yeah.
Well, as fire crews have worked to contain California's deadly wildfires, thousands of the state's iconic sequoia trees have been destroyed in the process.
Experts say at least a fifth of the giant, majestic sequoias have been lost in just the past 2 years alone.
Stephanie Elm speaks to some officials about the damage and mitigation actions.
We're on a hike in the Sierra Nevada mountains. But this is a tour of sequoia destruction.
I'm not happy about 2,000 to 3,000 more dead large sequoias. It's a big number to me.
That's 3 to 5% of the remaining monarch sequoias in the world, according to a preliminary report by the National Park Service. Killed in the KMP complex fire that churned through Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks and the Windy Fire further south. And that big number is on top of an even larger loss of mature sequoias last year in the Castle Fire, part of the Sequoia complex, that wildfire eviscerating 10 to 14% of the world's giant sequoia population. Brigham says this means in just the last 2 years, up to a fifth of mature sequoias, trees that have stood for at least 1,000 years, if not more, have been lost to wildfire.
That's not sustainable. That is not getting wildfire and climate change resilient forests.
It's a conflux of concerns these scientists never thought they would see. The threat made worse by another year of drought, leaving the sequoias dry and vulnerable.
That means its water source has been there for over 2,000 years. That water's not there means that the climate and the world around it has changed.
But lessons learned last year helped save some sequoia this year.
Before the Castle Fire, we had never seen losses of large trees like we had in that fire. 7,500 to 10,600 large sequoias lost in a single fire event. And that really changed what we decided we were willing to do to protect trees if we could.
And what they were willing to do called for innovation in the face of fire. From literally throwing what they could at the threat, like sprinkler systems that spray trees 35 to 40 feet in the air, and dropping fire retardant gel from aircraft into hard-to-reach groves, to extreme tree hugging, swaddling some of the world's largest trees, like General Sherman and General Grant, in structure wrap.
We had hand crews going in and doing this kind of raking and fuel removal around individual trees in groves. We did backfiring operations to change fire behavior.
But the loss of any sequoia, such rare and majestic beauties, is one too many to lose.
It is dead. That tree is dead. It is not coming back. This tree that is at a minimum 1,000 years old and has survived many, many, many previous fires and should have lived another 1,000 to 2,000 years is dead, is gone.
That is a tragic story.
There used to be a tree that you could drive your car through in Yosemite National Park. I have a picture of it when I was a little girl with my parents. I don't think you can do that anymore.
I've never gotten to see one, so put that on the list.
Put it on your list. Yeah, it's worth it.
Well, you may or may not know about rugby, but there's a push to grow the sport, particularly at, I don't even know what
HBCUs, historically black colleges and universities.
And with women. We'll take you to D.C. with a look at the one team and their efforts to do just that.
And then coming up at 5, we'll take you back to Waukesha for the vigil, and we'll tell you what we've learned since then, coming up at 5.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
This Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. America's best-selling trucks are here and capable SUVs are rolling out. Get great offers on the Ford that's right for you, like Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV, and Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 44 years straight. So this Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. Now lease America's all-time best-selling SUV, Ford Explorer, for just $389 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
Save on all appliances during the Black Friday sale at Grand Appliance and get up to $1,000 in extra savings you won't find anywhere else. Save on popular brands like LG with this 27 cubic foot 4-door French door refrigerator for just $18.98, or this 4-piece stainless steel kitchen package with convection range for just $23.47. Shop now at grandappliance.com. Grand Appliance. You make it home, we make it grand.
Baby.
Up would be the operative word there, pal.
Yeah. All right, have a good day.
If you ride, you get it.
Oh, wow, we're really backed up.
GEICO Motorcycle. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Here's to the holidays. Here's to the casserole queens and Santas who saute. To the turkeys brined in beer. And, well, just beer. To the ones who do the most, and the ones who do the least. To the classic traditions, and whatever you call this one. This year, no matter how you holiday, Festival has you covered. Festival Foods, a Wisconsin tradition since 1946.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
5 counts of first-degree intentional homicide, the first of many charges for the Waukesha parade suspect. Tonight at 5, what we know about Daryl Brooks.
Another warm-up is on the way over the next 2 days. High temperatures will be in the lower 50s by Wednesday. Dry, breezy, and colder weather returns for Thanksgiving Day. My forecast at 5.
Then at 6, scores of victims in the senseless Waukesha parade tragedy. We check in on the kids who were transported to Children's Wisconsin Hospital. That's tonight at 6.
Shot again.
Oh, it's beautiful tonight.
It really is beautiful out there. A little chilly, so bundle up. Rugby is gaining popularity in the Mid-Atlantic, and now several groups want to grow the sport at historically black colleges and universities.
Skylar Henry introduces us to a Howard University sophomore who's been playing since high school and forged a team so that she and others could continue in college.
Several times a week, these young women from Howard University hit the pitch, perfecting their technique and form.
I love the physicality of rugby. I like to go for the ball. I like to be intense, and rugby is a sport that celebrates all that intensity.
Captain and founder Takunda Rusike wants to elevate her intramural team to a sanctioned NCAA program.
And what would that mean? Does that mean more funding?
Pretty much anything that we have, it's like we've gotten from outside sources. Our hopes are as time goes on and we get more rapport that we would be able to use some more university resources. Go!
The 19-year-old's push is backed by groups looking to bolster rugby in and around Washington, D.C., especially among historically black colleges and universities.
There's about 900 rugby clubs at colleges around the USA, and there's only 2 at HBCUs.
Howard alumna Kirill Guthrie now lives in Sri Lanka, contracting with the State Department. She uses her love of rugby as an icebreaker in her travels after years of playing herself. Guthrie created a foundation to get these teams up and running.
Help them pay their registration dues, field fees, referee fees, and any kind of monetary needs that they need, so they don't have to focus on fundraising as well as playing.
With momentum at every turn, recruiting athletes was easy.
I would say right now we have a solid 25 to 30.
And Versike wants even the littlest athletes to take notice.
I hope that other black little girls who play rugby know that there's a spot for them at Howard.
Their goal is to keep winning, both on the field and off. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
That's a rough sport.
That's
Good for
really
them.
cool. It's very popular in women's sports. Our producer was telling us that at university. I did not know that either. Howard University officials say they're confident that it's only a matter of time before both the men and the women's rugby teams become varsity teams.
Well, it wouldn't be Thanksgiving without a trip to nutritionist Donna Weihausen's house.
And it was a special one we missed last year because of COVID, but with vaccines in arms, a Thanksgiving tradition continues. We'll get Donna's Thanksgiving recipes, including a brand new one when Live at 4 continues.
With one of our favorite Portage families here at the Portage Furniture Store, the Ayers family, that has grown a little bit since, he says high five. That's right. Since the last time we were here.
We sure have. Austin and I, proud third-generation owners, and now we're working on our 4th generation. We've seen generations of customers come through, and I think we take a lot of joy in seeing, hey, my parents bought from your dad, or bought from your uncles, or bought from your grandpa, and now Austin and I get to enjoy that ourselves.
How much fun is it on the days you come back into town and the 3 of you are together?
It's very special. Like I said, the longevity from my dad and uncle started in 1940 to now. Very special.
We're very, very proud to showcase predominantly American-made brands and companies that we've worked with for a very long time. We have a number of great lines, including Serta Mattresses, Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, Lazy Boy, and England.
And not everyone has the Ayers last name, but everybody here, I know you guys consider family.
Yeah, we really have some wonderful people here, including 2 salespeople, Rosie and Punky, who have been here with us from the very beginning, and we're really thankful for them.
Yeah, they really make you guys, they're the ones who make you all look good.
Yeah, they are.
No doubt.
And we need all the help we can get.
Yeah, well, he said it. I did. What are some of the biggest things that sets you guys apart?
The free delivery. Yeah.
They still got it. I was wondering.
We do.
Glad to hear it.
And on top of a first-class free delivery service, we're very proud of our huge selection of top name brand furniture at guaranteed low prices.
Well, with the free delivery, we've got a lot of stops, but I'm glad you're helping me. From the Portage Furniture Store, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison. He's excited.
Welcome to the lifestyles of the smart and savvy. When it comes to saving money, the Marshalls are masterful. But back in the day, that was not the case. Today, savings is what drives them. That's why they chose Consumer Cellular.
You live and learn.
They get the same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Imagine talk, text, and data starting at $20 a month. Plus, AARP members get exclusive discounts. Switch today and get $100.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Right now, no
accidents to report, but we are seeing a few slowdowns along the eastbound side of the Beltline. Westbound, no hiccups for us this evening, and downtown Madison, it looks smooth. And while I don't have any accidents to report, it is important to do a little friendly reminder. We are in the middle of deer season, gun season right now in southern Wisconsin. So anywhere in the driftless region, really, if you're driving around, here's my warning that there might be a deer cooler on the back of a car or a deer attached to the top of someone's SUV. It's that time of year where I know our producer hasn't seen it yet. He's in for what could be a little bit of a shock. Not a traffic concern, but certainly could have that spotting anywhere for us in southern Wisconsin as we look ahead to the next few days. The interstate from Rock County through Dane County, north and southbound, no hiccups on 39 or 90 for us this evening. From the Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes. Middleton to Sauk City, a 16-minute drive this evening. And from downtown to Sun Prairie, sitting right at 18 minutes for us.
Did you go out this weekend, Dana?
I did. I was a part of the Orange Army. We didn't get anything with a clear shot, but there were a lot of trucks out and about very early Saturday morning. We were part of that flood heading out west.
You were bow and arrow, right?
Yes, crossbow.
All right. Well, good luck.
Good luck to you.
We'll see.
It's time for Potentially Yours here on Live at 4. This week's featured pet, a sweet bonded duo, Yop and Pippo, who are named by their previous owners after former European soccer players. Pippo is a longer, lighter coat, and her brother Yop. They're both surrendered to the Dane County Humane Society after someone in their household had developed allergies. Yop is a friendly gentleman who enjoys pets, head bumps, and snuggles. Pippo is sweet and spicy because she likes attention on her terms. And it's only $45 plus tax to adopt them both.
Oh, they're so sweet. Well, Giving Tuesday is next week, and follow DCHS on Facebook and Instagram, and sign up for their newsletter at giveshelter.org. All donations made between Saturday, November 27th through Tuesday, November 30th will be doubled up to $20,000 thanks to matching gift challengers. Learn more at giveshelter.org.
And last week's pet, Pamela the dog, is still available for adoption.
Aw, what a sweet face.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Well, if you're interested in adopting or checking out any of the animals at the Dane County Humane Society, go to giveshelter.org to set up an appointment or give them a call, 838-0413. Well, the Royal Botanic Gardens in London are all lit up in a stunning Christmas display. Fountains shoot into the air, spotlights pierce the darkness, and glowing figures appear to dance across the lake. Wow. That's pretty cool. The trail display includes 14 installations and 3 light shows. Over 15 miles of cable was used to get to the 3,000 light fixtures. It takes an intensive 4 weeks to get this display set up.
Susan, you got competition.
I know, I got to go across the pond.
This is spectacular.
It is beautiful.
Unbelievable.
I can't get enough of it. Well, for 30 years, Donna Weihoffen has been sharing her Thanksgiving recipes here on News 3. Started on the morning show in the 90s.
Yeah, last year we had to take a COVID break, but it's 2021 and Donna's back. We once again are proud to present Donna's Thanksgiving. Well, Donna, we missed you last year.
Oh, we sure did.
We had to take it off for the pandemic, but here we are.
But you know what year this is? My 30th year of a turkey on Channel 3.
Wow.
We missed last year, so I don't know if we can count it, but it's the 30th year.
Congratulations.
Yes,
and it looks as good as ever.
I know. Got up early, put it in. Yeah, you know, you wash the turkey, and it's really simple. A turkey meal is easy. And then I just put a little butter and oil and a little bit of Lori seasoning, salt, and paprika on top. I covered the breast loosely for the first part of the cooking time, put it in the oven at 325. Actually, I did it at 4 o'clock, and I went back to bed.
An hour a pound, or how long do you cook it?
Well, this one is 18 pounds, and so it takes about 4 hours. What as you can see, I have 2 thermometers in there. I have one in the breast and one in the thigh because I want to make sure it's done.
There's nothing worse than sitting down to a turkey dinner when the turkey is
I know,
not
I
done.
had one year, and everybody at the table, all the and cut the turkey.
Oh, no.
Oh, it was horrible. So it's got to be done. So, and I like it maybe a little overcooked just instead. So 165 to 175 in the breast and 170 to 180 in the thigh. And then even an instant thermometer to check out. So that should be beautiful and brown.
People are so intimidated by a turkey, but all you have to do is take the little packet that's out of the cavity.
Yeah.
You put a whole onion in the cavity. Did you do that again this year?
Yeah, there's onions in it. Yes.
Yeah, and that's it. And you don't have to baste your turkey?
No, there's no reason to baste it. No, you just put the oil on in the beginning. Tint it for a while so it doesn't get overdone. Take the tint off so then you get it nice and brown in the end.
And don't put the stuffing in there.
No, it takes too long for the stuffing to be safe temperature. It's just, I know we all lived through it. Our mothers did it. We're still here.
Yes.
But no, it better not. So let's try not to.
Does a turkey have to rest like a steak before you serve it?
You have to let it sit at least a half hour. Otherwise, all the juices are going to run out. So do not carve it right away. That's the most important thing.
Okay, great.
Let's go to the sides.
Okay, a very good friend of mine, Monica Toot, made this casserole for me, and I loved it so much, and she said, I'll make it for you for the TV show.
Oh,
so she made this casserole for me for TV. We worked on the recipe together, and it's Ritz crackers on the bottom, and then the broccoli flowerets, which have been blanched and cooked on top, a little cheese sauce, a little extra cheese, and then more Ritz crackers on top. And the Ritz crackers,
here it is.
The Ritz crackers have a little butter in it. And so it's just amazing flavor and taste. And she said it's their family tradition.
If you don't want to do the green bean casserole, this is a great alternative.
I'm tired of green bean casserole. So
this is really good.
Yeah, this one is really good. And the recipe's on the website, right?
Yes, yes it is.
Okay, good. And then I made this is super easy too. These are just sweet potatoes cut up, and then I made a cranberry sauce and put the cranberry sauce on top.
And a cranberry sauce is just a cup of cranberries and a cup of sugar, right? And a cup of water.
Yeah, and I added oranges, or you can add oranges or apples or something to it, but that's so simple too. And then make add mashed potatoes. Now these I made a couple days ago, and they're ready to be warmed up. And then you have a little bit of cream cheese, a little bit of sour cream, and a little bit of white pepper.
The white pepper. We make them every year.
Yeah.
And I won't do because you can freeze them or put them in the refrigerator and just let them sit a couple days.
They're better in the refrigerator.
Okay.
In the freezer, sometimes they separate. So I don't recommend freezing.
A lot of people are intimidated by a Thanksgiving meal, but it's pretty easy.
Right, and then this is the other secret. I had all kinds of drippings from the pan, and I put it in a jar, and I freeze it for next year because you don't want to make gravy, we'd like to make the gravy ahead of time. You don't want to do it at the last minute. And so if you have the drippings ahead...
This is from 2 years,
this is from
2019.
2019, because we didn't...
We weren't here last year.
Yes, and it's just perfectly fine. So this is the drippings from this year, and I'm going to, you can see I got this gravy separator, and I'm going to take out, this is the fat here, so I'm going to go all the way until I reach the fat, and then I have a fat-free broth, and then I can freeze it.
And if you don't want to go through all this, you're just going to do a turkey breast.
Yeah, right, because Ray and I are all by ourselves on Thanksgiving. The kids aren't even coming. And so we're just going to do this little turkey breast. We have time for the secret?
Sure.
Okay. You put it in the oven, and you bake it till 130 degrees, so it's not done yet. And you take it out of the oven. This is at 325. Take it out of the oven. Put the oven now at 425, and put it in until it reaches 165, and then it'll get nice and brown.
Well, it's so good to see you again, Donna.
I am very happy
Thanksgiving.
to be here.
30 years. We have so much to be thankful for. It's just so great after such a struggle the past year.
Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Thank you. Same to you. Thank you.
And it smelled so good when we walked in.
Oh, it really did. It smelled heavenly. And Monica, we're going to make that broccoli thing. That was really good.
All the recipes, channel2000.com/category/Donna-recipes.
Go to the food tab. And
there you go.
It's easy to find.
Yeah, great recipes.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Donna, and we'll have a final check your forecast coming up.
This Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. America's best-selling trucks are here, and capable SUVs are rolling out. Get great offers on the Ford that's right for you, like Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV, and Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 44 years straight. So this Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. Now, get a 2021 Escape, Edge, or EcoSport with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,000 retail bonus cash.
Nothing beats a great night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhoffels. Get a $25 Panera gift card when you test rest a Tempur-Pedic mattress in any of our stores. Right now, save up to $500 on Tempur-Ergo Smart Base sets. The Tempur-Ergo Smart Base automatically adjusts your position while you sleep to help reduce snoring and help you get the best night's sleep. Test rest a Tempur-Pedic and have lunch on us. Only at Steinhoffels and Steinhoffels.com.
An official message from Medicare.
Did you try it yet?
Comparing plans? Oh yeah, they sure can change year to year.
I found lower premiums.
And lower prescription costs.
That'll save you money. So, Mark?
On Medicare.gov now.
Open enrollment ends December 7th.
Use the plan finder at Medicare.gov to compare Medicare health and prescription plans.
Comparing plans really pays.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
What makes Salonpas Arthritis Gel so good for arthritis pain? Salonpas contains the most prescribed topical pain relief ingredient. It's clinically proven, reduces inflammation, and comes in original prescription strength. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
5 counts of first-degree intentional homicide are the first of many charges for the Waukesha parade suspect. Tonight at 5, what we know about Daryl Brooks, plus first-hand accounts from witnesses. It's all coming up on News 3 Now at 5.
She's on a mission.
Just watch her. She is a fire pistol.
Leading her fighters in the battle of their lives.
Come on, Joel, let's go!
Charlotte Deleste introduces you to a fitness trainer giving hope to people fighting a terrible disease. Wednesday on News 3 Now at 6.
Yeah.
A little warmer outside, milder for tomorrow. High temperatures will be in the mid-40s with mostly sunny skies. Another breezy day for us for Tuesday with breezy conditions also expected as we look ahead to Wednesday and Thanksgiving Day Thursday.